Alright guys, I have heard the sad news from the English rock band Led Zeppelin that Richard Cole, who was the English music manager, passed away at 75 on December 2nd, 2021 this year. As you may know, he's actually involved with the rock music business from the mid-1960s to 2003, and he's also been known for the tour manager of the English rock band Led Zeppelin. So, Cole was actually born in Castleways in North London of Brent. His father was an architect that worked for the Rolls-Royce vehicle design and later in an aircraft. So, when Cole was 12, he was interested in listening to Elvis Presley and the Everly Brothers, who were the American bands. So unfortunately, Elvis Presley and both of the Everly Brothers died already. So apparently, Don Everly died 4 months ago when Charlie Watson passed away. So apparently, there were just the T-shirts that were worn by John Lennon and Ringo Starr from the Beatles, which were designed. So when he was the first tour managers for Led Zeppelin, he was the one for the American tours of the English rock bands. He did realize that he was going to be in the band. So eventually, there's not much to really say about Led Zeppelin. Because of this, the Led Zeppelin's last final concert tour of Europe was in 1980. Peter Grant was actually involved with his drug and alcohol abuse and was replaced by Phil Carlo. He was sent to Italy to detox, and Cole was mistaken for a terrorist, which was involved in the 1980 Bologna railway station bombing and was temporarily imprisoned. I'll just say it's terrible. It's terrible for him. So the 1980 Bologna terrorist massacre was a tragedy that killed 85 people and wounded 200 others. And Cole was actually mistaken for the Bologna massacre terrorist part, because it was terrible. And that one was an Italian train disaster, So after that, there's not much to say about here. But unfortunately, Cole apparently died on Thursday at just 75 years old at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital. So first of all, the associated acts were Led Zeppelin, the Yardbirds, Vanilla Fudge, the New Bonneville Band, 4+2 of them 2, Crazy Town, FU, Eric Clapton, and Black Sabbath, the Gypsy Kings, the Searchers, Young Rascals, Lita Ford, Three Dog Night, London Quiet Boys, The Who, Ozzy Osbourne, and The Chops. So eventually, these are the associated acts. But even though I know about The Who, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Eric Clapton, and Led Zeppelin right here, I don't know the rest because I never listened to the song, including Three Dog Nights. So eventually, these are all like American and British bands right here. It's like an English rock band group. So apparently, The Who was apparently featured right here, as I actually did this one in my separate video about who are the Who band. So apparently, he has been the tour manager and music manager for almost 57 years until his death recently. So the first person to actually die in the Led Zeppelin band was John Bonham, who actually died at just 32 years old from alcohol poisoning in 1980. So eventually, it's similar to Bon Scott, that actually died of alcohol poisoning at just 33 years old. So eventually, it's very sad for both of them to die, because I know the lead singer, who was actually Bon Scott, died first, and then it was John Bonham. It was eventually sad that both of them died of alcohol poisoning, because some of them just died at like a young age. So eventually, I just wanted to say this before I sign off. Rest in peace, Richard Cole, the English music manager of Led Zeppelin. Thank you for your hard work for 57 years, and thank you for having the band to perform on stage for the 1960s to the 1980s. Because even though I know this one has been released in the 1968 to 1980, so apparently during that time when Bonham died, apparently it was really sad because I know this was like really sad. It was so sad. So anyways guys, this is me signing off.